Looking at the Walking Mall in Winchester, well, that image does look a little bit hot out there. The sun is bearing down in the early afternoon here. Temperature in Winchester is still holding back at about 84 degrees. And I say holding back because the rest of the viewing area is not staying as cool per se. We're getting into the upper 80s, close to 90 with those air temperatures as you head back to the east through the rest of northern Virginia and central and southern Maryland. And looking at those dew points, yes, we did not have this over the weekend, but it is here. Dew points are back into the 70s now as we go through the afternoon hours, so it's going to be feeling hot and also very humid as well. So while air temperatures are into the 80s and we have our heat index values near there back to the west along I-81, you head east and you're starting to see those heat index values well into the middle and upper 90s, and farther to the south, Waldorf is already at 100 degrees with that heat index. So we're going to start to feel the heat and humidity now as we continue along through this week. Now, as we look at the satellite and radar picture, it is still fairly quiet. We have a few clouds popping up to the west of the Blue Ridge Mountains here this afternoon, and that is where we're going to start to see some development with showers and storms as we go through the rest of the afternoon and evening. But the focus for the stronger clusters of storms seems to be to our east, over near New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, the Delmarva Peninsula. Then that could fizzle out some of our storms as we go later into the day today. But we stay humid as we go throughout the week, and it looks like the storm chances will decrease a bit as we head toward Wednesday and Thursday. But we're watching, yes, potentially a tropical system developing off the coast of the Carolinas, and that could impact our weather as we go later in the week, depending on how that develops and where it tracks. And that's something we will be watching moving forward. But at least for the time being, again, we're keeping an eye to the west. That's where storms should fire off as we go through the early afternoon. Those will move to the east as we head into the early evening hours. Now, again, these are likely to fizzle out a little bit because of the stronger storms off to our north and east, and that's where storms will focus later on into the early overnight as we start to dry out for the most part as we get past the 7 to 8 o'clock hour. We'll pretty much quiet down then as we go through the rest of the overnight into your Tuesday morning, and then we'll have showers and storms firing off once again as we head through the afternoon and evening then on Tuesday, similar to today, but the coverage is likely to be less as we go throughout your Tuesday. Temperature-wise, again, today, just going to be hot and humid. We're going to be into those lower and middle 90s. Not a lot of relief through the overnight, 60s and 70s, and then right back to the lower 90s as we head through your Tuesday afternoon. So this warm pattern that we've had the last several days, it is not going anywhere. We will continue along with it, and there is going to be plenty of humidity to go around. So just keep that in mind as we continue along. And this afternoon, yes, showers and storms firing off within the next hour or two to the west, and they will become more numerous, drifting to the east as we go later into the rest of your afternoon and evening. And like I mentioned, showers and storms will pretty much be waning a bit as we head through the next couple of days. Dry on Thursday, and then we are going to have a better chance for rainfall Friday into Saturday.